Jennifer here from Belladonna's Botanicals. Recording in the chaos that is my existence right now. So this is just a quick update for the month of September. This is mostly going to be business updates for my customers and clients. So, as you can see, gestures around at chaos behind me, I am in the midst of moving. I am recording this on September 10th. So, just to give you kind of an encapsulation of what September, the first 10 days of September have been and what the next couple weeks are going to be like. I have been away most of the week, like every weekend. So the Labor Day weekend, I was out of town for a few days because I had to go, get the keys, do the final walkthrough on the new place, all that. I'd moved some stuff up. Had to do some running around and buying things, ordered some furniture, which then I had to go up this weekend to have my furniture delivered at the new place, moved in some more stuff, since I'm like, well, may as well, while I'm there. Pardon the gigantic, hold on. It's the front door is open, so it's just, you're getting blinding light there. So anyways, yeah, so just to give you the updates of this. So, I am away at least part of, the weekends for here on out until I'm done moving. Now, just to give you an idea of this, is that I am pretty much at this point living between two different residences that are 50 miles away from each other. So that's like, a 3-hour round trip drive, give or take, depending on traffic. So sometimes I go up one day and come back same day. Sometimes I go up overnight, come back next day. Labor Day weekend, I was there like 3 days. I think I went up like Thursday and came back Sunday morning. So yeah, so I am doing my best. I am only one person, so I'm doing my best to keep on top of all the orders that are coming in, and I appreciate you all. You're all helping me move because right now, with living between two different residences for an entire month, that gives you twice the expenses. So, and I'm doing a lot of driving on top of it. But until the 29th, when I settle on my house and get the cash out from that, money's a tight. So, and moving is not cheap, but I did finally hire a moving company. So the official move is going to be on September 27th, which is a Wednesday. So what I want to give you all at this point, if there is anything you need immediately, I would order it like within the next week or two. I do have a lot of sales going on for the move. I think I'll put all the links below, but there's like the clearance sale, there's the Crystal Overstock sale, there's just the regular moving sale. I would say for a couple things, I do have all of my services suspended until sometime in October once I'm settled, because hey, guess what? Half my Oracle decks are 50 miles from here at this point. The rest of them are in random boxes, and maybe I think the only thing I might not have packed is the Oraculum Leviathan tarot deck, because I'm using that in some manifestation work that I've been doing for the past month. So I don't want the cards to get lost, literally lost in the shuffle, pun intended. So yeah, so I've got a lot of moving parts of trying to keep the business stuff going and keeping things in stock, and getting orders out in a timely fashion. I mean, most of the time I'm getting them out like I normally would, but like over the weekends it gets a little crunchy if I'm away. So the other thing I would say on that, so for the week of, which I don't know, I'm lucky I know what day it is. So I would say I can probably get orders out that come in over the weekend of, I'm not going to make any promises. I'm going to try to get everything out. But I would say anything that comes in that week of the like 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, through the end of the month once I moved. There's probably going to be some delays, so please bear with me. Also, if you are ordering any of the custom made to order products and oils, please allow extra time for that. I don't really have any, like, I mean, I do what I do for the oils. It depends on what the nature of them, what the nature of it is. So I don't have any, half my shit is packed. So I'm very limited sometimes with what I can use and what I have with me at any given time. So it might just take a little longer for those to kind of get out the door. I do also have sometimes larger wholesale orders that come in that I have to prioritize. So I'm prioritizing everything as best as I can right now. Most of the point, I'm just getting whatever is already made out the door as soon as I can. So that is that. And the other thing I wanted to mention, this is a new feature, and I will read it to you. I pulled it up, but I didn't pull it. I've got multiple computers, so. As I've been working through the different made to order options that we do, like some of them are pretty straightforward, like, oils for angels or archangels, or the goetic demons, or different, gods and goddesses and demons infernals, or like the planetary and zodiac and element ones. So those are pretty straightforward with how they're made. So we do have like the custom Spellfire blends. Those, again, most of the time are pretty straightforward. Same with spirit stones, incense as well, most of the time. But with the custom intention oils, because it was so broad of a topic, I decided a broad category, especially for the type of oils, because everything else was very specific. So what I did here is that I kind of gave some variations, and there are some cost differentials for this if I have to do extra things for it. And I just wanted to explain that a little bit in this video. So the single intention witchcraft ritual oils, like, for something like I don't necessarily carry like Run Devil Run, say, or like Do As I Say oil, or, some of those oils that I don't particularly carry. So, or, a specific, intention that you might have, that it might not be something that is just easy to find, if you want something for wealth and opulence or whatever. So that the single intention ones will stay the same. So I added two, sort of that intention, oils. So like if you wanted something that had like a spirit attached to it, like, Lilith's sex magic oil, or Archangel Raphael's healing oil, or something like that. So that's another, like, that's kind of combining two different things. So that is, so single intentions are still, at the time of this, I don't know if I'm raising prices at all in the future. If you want, hello from the future, or from the past, in the future, whatever, time's irrelevant. So, the original ones are going to be $24.99. The single intention with any spirit or deity are $29. So any of the single intention where there's like a name petition, so if it's like, I want a love binding oil between Jane and John Doe, or forgiveness oil between, John and Jane Smith, that's where I would do that kind of thing. 'Cause it's a little bit different of a process there, because where you have something that's generalized, now you're kind of making it a little more specific. So I usually do add like a name petition paper kind of thing to it. That I must have I'm looking at the product description. I must have put this one in as an example for myself. Banishing oil for an annoying neighbor. I can make, for healing spell type rituals, or what I would call therapeutic complementary alternative medicine healing type oils. I can't, because I'm located in the United States, because of FDA regulations and also liability things. One, I cannot give you medical advice. I mean, I can tell you the basics of things and what like I do in certain situations, but I cannot legally give you medical advice. I can't say treat your ex with what, A, B, C, D, and E, and F, or try this. I could say consult your medical professional, or here's what I do, that sort of thing. So it's one thing to say lavender is good for relaxation and helping, you sleep. It's other thing for me to like basically prescribe to you using lavender in a therapeutic way. It's a little bit of there are a lot of regulations, and I know this from having studied traditional therapeutic aromatherapy and herbalism. It's not that it's not doable. I just have to be careful in how I say things. Like, I can't say this is a cure for something or a treatment for something. It's very, there's a lot of language around it, and some of that does come from all the MLM bullshit that's out there from companies like Young Living and doTERRA and that culty crap. Sorry, I don't like MLM companies. Those two specifically, because there is a lot of science behind the therapeutic actions that are in plants and essential oils. So whether it's a living plant, whether it's dried, all of that. So, I can't sell things as cures and remedies and things like that. But there are herbs that could be used for something, like some people I know sell like digestive bitters or something like that, which is sort of kind of similar to like the tinctures and stuff that I make. So there is a little bit of room there, but the thing is, with an oil, is not really always going to be the best treatment for something because it has to absorb through your skin. So I used to do more traditional aromatherapy things, but there were so many hoops to jump through, and it's really hard, and there's a lot of liability issues around that. So if you want something as an ancillary complementary alternative medicine thing that you use, like I want to do a candle ritual for self-love and anxiety relief. Okay, that's great. You can use like some of the crystal healing oils I have are a little bit more generalized towards that, but they're not curative. It's not something that I'm going to put on my skin topically that's going to magically make me never have an anxiety attack again. So there's a lot of things. So what I ask is, with some of these, I think I have it noted on the listings, is please inquire for more details before purchasing these things. And if there are complex specialty oils that people want, especially, hey guys, I don't know everything. There are areas of the occult and witchcraft where I literally know nothing or have very basic understanding. Unless you're saying, hey, I don't even have a book. I have a fake book that I hide stuff in, but I'm reading this grimoire, and I want, the incense, and it's got listed what the ingredients. Sure, that's easy enough for me to do. If not, I don't know how to, unless I go out and purchase the book and read the book or do a lot of extensive research, it becomes a lot bigger of a project than I would simply charge, $24.99 for an oil for. So those ones for the complex things are going to start at $49.99. They may end up being, there may be additional costs involved with it, because if I have to go out and buy something that I just do not have on hand, there's just different areas I'm not well versed in. I know some stuff about vampirism, whether it's energy or psychic vampirism and things like that, from a non-Hollywood fictional whatever. And some of the things in that area. Do I know necessarily how to, there's just some areas where I would have to do a lot of extensive research to do it. And I'm honest, I'm not going to sell you bullshit. I'm like, here's a potion that's going to turn you into your next door neighbor, because I don't think that's possible, but might be, I don't know. But I'm not going to sell you bullshit that just because, take your money just because I can. I would rather refund you and say, this is not possible, or just out of the scope of what I know how to do. So, that is just a little bit about the single intention oils. I'm sure once I'm settled, I probably will offer some additional custom or made to order things. The only thing I'm having a little bit of an issue for, it's a little hard to do, because some of it is just you're paring down. There's some things that are made in batches that are larger, so like tinctures and elixirs, um, flying ointments, and things like that, to kind of pare them down to make one would not necessarily, unless I made like a larger container or something, but you know, it's kind of like, it's not something that necessarily would, there's math involved, let's just say, and you know, safety things when it comes to flying ointments and whatnot. So yeah, so that's just kind of my spiel on that. Going back to the original point, I am moving. Please be patient with me. I don't have a lot of time to answer a lot of questions right now. If you need any kind of ritual or energy work out there, like I always recommend check with Sarah Petroselli from Black Tree Blue Raven. If you're looking for any kind of Reiki or energy work, my Reiki teacher Danielle from Learn Reiki Philadelphia, highly recommend. I'm trying to think who else right now is doing. Some people are on like hiatus for different reasons. Like I work with Tiala Petrova sometimes, but she's right now she's got some stuff on hiatus for personal reasons. I think she's out of the country. So, you know, just... And readings, I mean, there's a ton of people who do tarot readings out there. I know my Reiki teacher, who I just mentioned, does. I'll put links below to stuff too. Simply Velka also is great for tarot readings. There's a lot of people who do live streams and do tarot readings on the live streams, and you can ask questions. Mel from Unexplained Possibilities does that. Sometimes Bonnie's on there as well. So I will put links below to all these things, and whew, I think I got everything. So yes, welcome to my chaos. Yeah, somewhere in Gen Logic, I was like, you know, the best way to pack things is just empty everything out of the cabinets to see what you have first and then do it. So now I can't walk on my floor. And everything I do requires me to move 20 things in order to do it. So that's fun. Anyways, I'm trying my best. Please just be patient. I would say get your orders in sooner than later. I would get everything in. If you absolutely need something at a critical juncture, like I would get everything in before the last week in September, or like wait until like, I mean, or if you're fine waiting like extra time for me, or you can also choose, because of the time gap on my end, if you want to, you know, get faster shipping or something like that as well. I recommend that too. Try my best. I am surprised, to be honest, that I've managed to get this far and this long without having a complete and utter like breakdown. Doing a little bit of the slow roll move has been helpful. So I did the furniture delivery this weekend. Next weekend, which I have to confirm with my brother, we're doing the storage move. So there's stuff that I'm storing between his house and my parents' house, because it's interesting with the place I'm moving. It's actually slightly larger square footage than my house, but it doesn't have a basement. So the things that I have in my basement, I'm either getting rid of some stuff, yay for downsizing, or you know, giving things away or putting things in storage. So next weekend's going to be the storage thing. So that's going to be probably Sunday. And then, you know, drive up, drive back. So I'm losing, you know, that time. The following weekend, since we're getting into the final days of the move and packing and all that, the kitties are going, my cats are going to get babysat by their grandparents. So they're going up to probably that Sunday. I'm going to take them up to my parents' house. So, you know, because when my last move was like a mile or two, so you know, to keep my cat in the carrier, my old cat Buster, for an hour, and then once I got here and let him out was fine, but like to keep them in the carrier for however long it takes them to load up the truck, then drive an hour and a half, then you know whatnot, it would just be easier for me to get my cats up there. It's a 4-minute drive from my parents' house to my new place. So anywho, I think that's it. Wish me luck. I will probably be back making videos when I have not non-chaotic backgrounds, but Anyways, love you all. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. We're getting close to that 3,000K subs milestone. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And we will probably have a special discount code in October when we hit our 3,000 mark. Have a good one, everyone.